Good morning and welcome back to the award-winning Atlanta Real Estate Forum radio show. I am your host, Todd Schnick, joined as always by my friends and colleagues, Todd Youngblood and Carol Morgan. Carol, award-winning, tell me about that.
Award-winning. We just recently won an AVA Digital Award in the podcasting audio category. It's a gold award, and it's an international competition, so we were really excited.
Well, kudos to Delaney and Carol.
Well,
Todd
and I are very proud to be part of it, and congratulations to both of you on that. We have a great show today, now that we're award-winning. Say hello to our next guest. His name is Adam Corder. He's the division president here in Atlanta for LGI Homes. Welcome to the show, Adam.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
Well, it's good to be with you. Thanks for making time to join us. Adam, before we get started, take a quick second. Tell us a little bit about you and your background.
I am a Atlanta native. Not many of us left. I was born here, been here my whole life. Went to college at Oglethorpe, just up the road. Been in real estate in Atlanta for 20 years. Done all sorts of it. Done gas stations, apartments, mixed use, and for the past 15 or so years, done single-family residential, and have worked for a couple of public builders and a local builder, and am now excited to be leading the efforts for a Texas-based builder, LGI Homes, that is entering the market immediately.
So, Adam, I'm supposed to be asking you about LGA Homes, but I'm fascinated to find out you went to Oglethorpe, because
Yes.
I'm also an Oglethorpe graduate.
Oh, look at this.
We'll have to compare notes off air, because I'm not going
we
to
will.
ask you what year you graduated, because you might ask me, and I'm not sure I want to share, right? Although I suspect it's on my LinkedIn profile. So tell us a little bit more about LGI Homes.
LGI is one of the top 200 builders in America. We have been building homes since 2003. We are active in Texas, 4 cities in Texas, in Phoenix, in Florida, and Atlanta is our next market. We did 1,064 closings last year. We focus almost exclusively on entry-level, first-time home buyers. Our business model and sales process is geared towards convincing the apartment renter that it makes more sense for them to buy a home with the fantastic mortgage rates we have now versus renting. We have a very different way of doing everything about the home building process and most of the sales process. Our sales centers are heavily staffed. We have 4 full-time sales agents and a sales manager in each neighborhood. Sales centers are open 8 to 8 every day of the year. You're never going to come to an LGI sales center and not find an agent there. We do very heavy direct marketing directly to the consumer, mail 20,000 direct mail pieces per week per neighborhood. So a tremendous part of our budget is spent towards direct marketing. And we have, to my knowledge, the highest per neighborhood sales rate of any builder in the country. Our neighborhoods averaged 8.4 sales per month, closings per month last year.
It's a very different and very unique model.
It
I do have to ask, based on the recent news that the U.S. Postal Service will not be delivering on Saturdays, how is that going to affect your strategy, or does it affect it?
I can't imagine it would. I think the point with our direct mail is it's a barrage that a lot of folks don't come on the first time they get the piece. It's the second or third or fourth time because it comes every month. So, whether they get it on Saturday or now it's going to be on Monday, they put it aside and they see it next month and they eventually call. So, no effect, I wouldn't think.
Adam, I'm interested in getting deeper into the buying process as you're talking about it now. I want to take one step further back first. Why Atlanta? I mean, there's so many different cities you could expand into. What made this an attractive market?
Atlanta has a lot of good metrics that are positive for LGI. One is the vacant developed lot inventory. This Texas-based builder is shocked by the volume of vacant lots there are in Atlanta. And a lot of them were done at a period of time when there were too many developed in the mid to late 2000s, and I was part of that development frenzy, and so now those lots a lot of them are still sitting there, and we're going to be heading out towards areas, exurban areas that many other builders are not going to.
All right. We'll be back with Adam Corder after this commercial break. All right. And we're back with Adam Corder, division president in Atlanta with LGI Homes.
Adam, you were talking to us before the break about building in the exurbs, which is definitely a unique building model. Unique strategy all around, especially since I know that there are some people in the industry listening to this show that are thinking, exurbs, what is he talking about? It's the ring of death.
Right.
Right?
The ring of death.
So I guess I'm curious, what exactly is your strategy, and how are you, planning on being successful in an area that lots of other builders don't even want to touch?
I would say that our business model and our history of success tells us that the location, it's not the location doesn't matter, but time and time again, all of our communities, as long as we can show a certain concentration of apartments within 20 miles of our community, that it doesn't matter where it is. And a question earlier is why come to Atlanta? Atlanta's got a lot of apartments, and there is very few, if any, locations that I can think of in Metro Atlanta that don't have a good core of apartments within 20 miles of about any deal I can think of. So I'll be looking for other aspects of the communities and of the deals, but the specific submarket and location are not going to be as important as they are to other builders.
So when you say core of apartments, is there a specific number of units you look for?
Not really. No, there's not a specific number, but one complex of 150 is not enough, but maybe 1,000 is enough. So, and usually if there's one apartment complex, there's more than one in an area. So, and then if we go every direction, we usually can not have any trouble finding 5,000 apartments to serve a neighborhood, I would say.
Adam, buying a house is a big decision, can be very intimidating, even for somebody like me that's done it a bunch of times. You're dealing with first-time home buyers. I mean, that's got to be scary for your buyers. Talk about how you work with folks to help them through the decision process.
Yeah, it's the sales process is geared towards a first-time home buyer who is generally is not knowledgeable of the process, doesn't know what a mortgage is, doesn't know how taxes and insurance and all that work. And our sales process is a lengthy one. It's about a 3-hour start to finish on average. Could be longer, but it's usually 2 to 3 hours of we tell them the history of the company, we explain to them how home buying in general works, and then get them comfortable with the location and the house that we build. And if our process also has it so that we have a very simple construction process. There's no inventory. I mean, it's all inventory. There's no spec building. There's no options. The customers are going to go out, they're going to see the house that they want to buy, and they're going to buy that house that day and close 30 days later. So there's not going to be, options for the first-time home buyer sound good, but they end up being almost a negative because it confuses and overwhelms. So we found that it's simpler to include all that is necessary and all that takes care of their needs. And there may be a color option or a floor plan or elevation option, but there's no options beyond what's on the ground in the neighborhood.
There's certainly something to keeping it simple,
Yeah, simplify. That's exactly what I was thinking.
So for some of our listeners who are looking in the exurb areas, when can we expect to see you start to pour foundations and slabs and put sticks in the air?
I would say definitely by the summer. I've got an aggressive possibility of being sooner than that, but we've made some offers on some deals, and it could be as early as April, but more likely May or June would be my guess.
So, and also then for real estate agents and construction guys and people in the industry who are possibly still kind of on the fringes and waiting for the right position, are you all hiring? And if so, how do they apply? I've just hired the construction head that'll be handling that end of our business for us, and probably in March we'll begin the process of hiring our on-site sales agents and sales managers. So I would say, I don't know if there is a specific HR link on lgihomes.com, but if not, I'll put one on there. Excellent.
I want to loop back to that first-time home buyer. I would expect that warranty is something that's a big concern. Mm-hmm. Not just the first-time home buyer, but I would think maybe particularly so. Talk about the whole warranty. What is it all about?
It'll be a standard 2-year bumper-to-bumper comprehensive warranty and a 10-year structural warranty that will protect the homeowner, and that's a big part of our sales process to make them comfortable with that part of it.
All right, well, Adam, I hate to say it, but we're out of time. Before we let you go, how can people get in touch with you and where can they learn more about LGI Homes?
LGIhomes.com. Our website is the best source of information, and the Atlanta division does not yet have a link on there, but will very shortly, and more info to follow on there.
Adam Corder, Division President Atlanta of LGI Homes. It was great to have you. Welcome to the neighborhood, and we'll see you again soon.
All right, thanks very much.
All right, the deal today is next, but stay tuned for a conversation on the impact on SAT scores and home buying decisions. We'll be right back.